Yeah, you should have realized in the first example that we kept the message that was communicated by the speaker. It is important in reporting that you keep the message, but you change the grammatical elements from one level to another. The good news here in French is that unlike in English, where the changes are quite many, here in French, you are not even expected to change the tense at this level, our ordinary level. It only works for A level. In O level, you report, you say, he said he is sick. So you only come from the I to he. Let me give you another example. So we can call this one example 2. A sentence in French. Ma sœur est absente. We quote, someone says, my sister is absent. In French we say, ma sœur est absente. So you're going to report, she said, elle dit, que sa sœur est absente. So I want you to observe with me how we come from ma to sa. For the person who spoke first, she said, my sister. And for you who is reporting, you are saying, her sister. From ma to sa. Ma sœur est absente. Elle dit que sa sœur est absente. So those are the few changes that we are expected to do while doing the reporting in French, at least for this ordinary level. The only thing that we don't need to forget is where we have this que, which is that. Que, that. Elle dit que. She says that her sister is absent. When we have a vowel in the next word here, we are required to abbreviate it to this level. Like in the first example, it was like that. And we are going to see more of such examples which will help us to clearly understand this. Now, the next thing I would like to speak about, still in reporting, is in case the message that you're reporting involves a question. If the message that you're reporting involves a question, you're going to see how this works. I am going to be removing this because my board is small, and we shall see. So we are looking at reporting involving question forms. Our principle is the same. We keep the message and then we make the necessary changes. A question in French. A question reads, tu vas avec moi? Are you going with me? Tu vas avec moi? I repeat because I want you there in your sitting room, in your living room, to repeat and pronounce this French so that you can teach yourself how to pronounce French. So I repeat this example. The question is, tu vas avec moi? Are you going with me? So this time he didn't say, but he asked. So we are going to introduce a new verb. You remember the other time we said, il dit. Now we are saying, il demande. He asked. Il demande. And we are going to say, il demande si. You should be learning these words. Il demande si. So he is asking whether, or he's asking if I'm going with him. Il demande si je vais avec lui. So, what has been tu, because he's asking me, has come to je. Il demande si je vais avec lui. The question was, tu vas avec moi? And now we are saying, he's asking whether, this si here is if or whether, si je vais avec lui. And you're going to realize that there are several questioning words. There is où, which is where. There is quand, which is when. There is pourquoi, which is why. There is comment, which is how. And then this one, which we've just seen. So if the question that has come in the original speech has one of these words, so you will need these words as well in your reporting. Another example, if someone is asking, pourquoi tu pleures? Pourquoi tu pleures? That is the question. Why are you crying? Pourquoi tu pleures? So in your reporting, you're going to say, he's asking why I'm crying. So you will need this same word, pourquoi, which means why. And you're going to say in your reporting, il demande pourquoi je pleure. Il demande pourquoi je pleure. Now you need to employ your knowledge of conjugation, because you know that these verbs are spelled according to the subject with which they are being used. So this was tu, and you see the verb is spelled with S. And this is je, the verb is spelled without S. And all this is there in our foundations from Senior 1. Here, we are only here to build on what we know from our foundations. But the concept we are dealing with is reporting. That's what I want you to capture. But as we report, we need these very questions, the questioning words that have been used. We are making changes from tu to je. Pourquoi tu pleures? Il demande pourquoi je pleure. He's asking why I'm crying. Why are you crying? He's asking why I'm crying. Tu vas avec moi? Are you going with me? Il demande si. So this is, he's asking if I'm going with him. I hope we have moved together so far.